Now, our next guest is just 14 years old, but is already making quite a name for herself as a poet. Bibby Barclay, who's based in Cornwall, has already performed at various venues around the county, as well as a number of festivals. Bibby says she takes her inspiration from rainy days, cities, modern art and the Renaissance.
Well, we'll be chatting to Bibby in just a moment, but first, here she is performing her poem Anti-Social Media at Whiskers Bar in Newquay last December.
Flash, 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 and the camera is clear. Snap, 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 add a couple of hashtags and add a filter to hide that splinter that's in your mind that's telling you to do this until you die. Watch me, like me, watch me, love me, likes, views and comments are all that feed me. Trying to surpass your perfect life and it's a goddamn circle with a stabbing knife. You're missing out on life. You see nothing at all and you call this an adventure. Once in a lifetime trip with the sun and the sea and the sand and you're sitting with your phone in your hand. And all that you're worried about is streaking your fake tan. This is fakery in the making. Thank you.
Well, Bibby joins us now. Bibby, welcome. You look so confident there, but you describe yourself as an introvert, don't you?
I am. Although I am quite introverted, I do like being up on the stage and being confident and being big. It's the one excuse where I can be that, because I get really anxious in social situations and drained very quickly when I go to festivals.
How did the poetry start? When did you start writing?
I started writing I've been writing my whole life, but I started writing poetry about 2 years ago. And I always say I'd be a novelist if I had the patience. So I love to tell stories through my work.
Now, you're going to perform for us here right now. Just tell us a bit about the piece that you're about to perform.
I always thought dusk and nostalgia were two really pleasing words to go together, and the whole concept of them just goes together so nicely. So I thought I'd try and personify them. OK,
well, the floor is yours.
Dusk and nostalgia are old friends. They sit on the porch drinking orange soda and reminiscing about the old days. Dusk is all floral sundresses and sandals, meanwhile nostalgia's all leather jackets and Converse trainers. The air is hot and thick with the breath of summertime. Everything feels like it is going in slow motion. Everything is tinted with this warming yellowish glow. They watch as soft sun filters through the palm leaves. The sky is purple, the clouds painted pastel pink. These are the moments that make you wish they could last forever. These are the moments that make you feel as if you were living in a Polaroid.
Wow.
Wow. That was fantastic. Amazing. Well, thank you for that. I know that you're opening for another Southwest artist as well, Sean Holland, aka Alexander Rhodes. How did you feel when you got that gig?
Oh, it was crazy, because I've been working with him on and off for like 2 years, because he's such an amazing poet. He's got such an incredible stage presence, and he was mentoring me when I first met him. And then we got on to, hey, would you like to open for my gig last year? And then I'm opening for him again this year.
What inspires you to write? I mean, you wrote about anti-social media and your take on social media and moments in time. I mean, do things just come to you, or do you think about them for a bit beforehand?
Most of my quite topical, quite political poems come to me in this flurry of inspiration, but the poems like Dusk and Nostalgia took me a long time to write, because I want to make sure they sound perfect, and I'm a perfectionist, so whatever I do, it will always sound better. It will always be able to sound more confident, more towards the point.
And I know that you say that cities inspire you, and yet you live in rural Cornwall, don't you?
It's quite a polarising experience, because growing up in rural Cornwall, I've always been to big cities like London and places, and always been so jaw-droppingly inspired, because living in Cornwall for 14 years and then you go to a city that's massive and big and has got everything you need in one place is quite crazy.
Well, thanks for coming in and performing for us live in the studio tonight. If people want to see you, they can see you in Penryn on Friday, can't they?
They can see me in Penryn on Friday at the Fish Factory, and I'm performing in the Acorn Theatre in Penzance on the 21st of September, and I'm performing at Glastonbury Festival in Newton Abbot on the 6th of July.
Well, have a great summer. And
Brilliant.
Good luck with the poetry, and
Thank
thanks
you.
very much indeed for coming in.
Thanks for coming and joining us.